Welcome and good morning, family, friends, faculty, staff, students, trustees, and most importantly, the class of 2026. It's a gift to be with all of you this morning, to be gathered together in celebration of these incredible young people. Thank you to all of you who have traveled far and wide to be with us. We know there are families, friends, and others from across the region, across the country, and around the world. And we also welcome all of you who are watching live via live stream. Great to have you all with us today. Before we get started with what will be a fabulous program, I want to offer a few thank yous. First, our facilities, technology, staff, marketing, communications dedicate so much time to set up this venue, to prepare all that goes into these festivities. It's a 3-day process. We put out nearly 1,000 chairs. All of it takes great time and care, and I'd like for us to recognize those efforts. I want to express gratitude as well to our musicians who will be sharing their talents with us through the program, the faculty that prepare them, our singers, our instrumentalists. We're so overjoyed to have that. They enrich the program deeply, and thank you for all that goes into that. And of course, I want to recognize the senior school faculty and staff, their dedication, their talents, the countless hours they pour into these young people makes the difference. Thank you, faculty and staff. And a very special and unique thank you, I want to recognize several members of the senior class who, after they graduate today, will represent Shadyside Academy uniquely as alums, competing today in the PIAA State Boys Lacrosse Championships. To play for Shadyside as alums is some unique kind of philanthropy. So please fill out the paperwork. We will include you in the annual report with a gift in kind. Thank you, boys. With that, we'll start the program. I would like to introduce Whitney Menardchuk, class of 2006, with a message from our alumni community.
Good morning, everybody. That was very nice of you. Thank you. I feel very welcome. My name is Whitney Menardchuk, and as Bart said, I am a proud member of the class of 2006. And I'm proud to serve as the president of Shadyside Academy's Alumni Council. To the class of 2026, exactly 20 years ago, I was in your seats. Of course, a lot has changed since then. For one thing, graduation used to be held in front of row, and every single student at the senior school had to attend in their dress code. I bet you're happy you didn't have to do that. But let's think about Shadyside. There are a lot of constants that remain through decades. That's the quality of the education, the creativity of artists and performers, the enthusiasm of athletes, and the dedication of faculty and staff. And one more. Matt wears his commencement suit and hat. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact one from 20 years ago. But all of that is sometimes something we can take for granted when we are in it, when we are living it. And so I encourage all of you in the graduating class to take a moment today to just take that in and think about it. Because you're about to embark on a new constant from your Shadyside Academy experience. And that's the constant of the alumni community. You now share something with thousands of people around the world. Your special, hard-earned Shadyside education. Wherever your path takes you, whether it's across the city, the country, or the globe, you are likely to find someone with a tie to this school. It can be a colleague, a mentor, or in my case, a fellow traveler at Heathrow Airport who saw my t-shirt and came running over. Instantly, you have a connection, and it's a strong connection. A few years ago, I saw a post by Shadyside's social media account about a guest who came and spoke to the faculty and staff, an alum, and I looked her up and I thought, wow, I really love her work. And I saw that she was publishing a book soon and pre-ordering was available. So I went on, I placed my pre-order and left a little comment. Shadyside Academy, class of 2006. Just, you know, just in case that would mean anything. And a few months later, when my pre-ordered copy arrived, I had a wonderfully personalized note from the author, complete with a "Go Bulldogs!" A couple years passed, and I saw an opportunity to reconnect with that author, with that alum, and I wanted to offer something in return. So I reached out. I sent another email, and of course, in the subject line, I included class of 2006, Shadyside Academy. It was right there in the subject line, and she responded. We started talking, and now she's up here on stage, and we have been talking about a collaboration opportunity. 20 years later, Shadyside still opens doors for me, and it will do the same for you. To the class of 2026, you will leave here and build remarkable lives. Along the way, there will be moments when you need guidance, a connection, or simply someone who understands where you came from. The alumni community is here for all of it. I encourage you to embrace it, to lean on it. Whether you reach out next month or 20 years from now, you will be welcomed and supported. So don't hesitate to use this network. And someday, be the person who returns the email, the text, or the LinkedIn message when a fellow SSA grad reaches out to you. Congratulations and welcome to the alumni family of Shadyside Academy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Clark Wickland, and I'm excited to share the senior class gift from the class of 2026. I'd like to preface by saying we tried to get everyone a magnet to unlock their yonder pouches, but that didn't go through the approval process for some reason. If you walked through the halls of Row this year, chances are you would have found groups of seniors gathered around a game of cards, in a hacky sack circle, or in some other friendly competition. Some of our best memories have come from these simple moments, laughing together, taking a break between classes, and building friendships that made our time at Shadyside so special. When it came time to choose our class gift, we wanted something that reflected the spirit of connection and fun. The class of 2026 is proud to support the addition of game tables in the student lounge of the future Rockwell Student Commons. Whether it's a game of pool, foosball, or another friendly competition, we hope these spaces will bring students together for many years to come, creating the same sense of camaraderie and belonging that meant so much to us. A commemorative plaque will recognize the class of 2026 and our gift to Shadyside. We're proud to leave behind something that reflects what made our class so special. Thank you.
So my appearance at the podium at this moment is not in your program because this next presentation is a special surprise. Established in 2004 by Henry Posner Jr., class of 1937, his wife Helen, and their 4 sons, Henry III, class of 73, James, 75, Paul, 77, and Robert, 78. The Posner Award for Meritorious Faculty Performance honors Shadyside Academy faculty members whose extraordinary gift of teaching and mentorship have profoundly shaped the learning, growth, and lives of their students. Each year, the Posner Award is presented to 2 members of the Shadyside faculty. Over the past 22 years, 42 exceptional educators have received this honor, each leaving a lasting impact on the Academy community through their dedication, compassion, and commitment to excellence in teaching. This year, it is my distinct pleasure to present the Posner Award to one of our outstanding faculty members from the senior school. Please join me in congratulating Xiaosha Xu. Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. Thank you.
I have some background music. I can do this. Hello, Shadyside. My name is Xiaosha Xu. I teach Mandarin Chinese at the senior school. And for the past 12 years, I have been trying to teach teenagers Chinese tones and convince them that writing Chinese characters is actually fun. And I loved every minute of it. About a month ago, when Bart told me that I was a recipient of the Posner Award this year, I was shocked. Because first, there are so many involved and experienced teachers here who I look up to every day. And second, because my name is really hard to spell and pronounce. Honestly, nominating me and presenting this award to me involve a level of commitment that I deeply respect. I would like to thank Posner family for creating this generous award for Shadyside faculties. And thank Mr. Bart Griffith, Mr. Andrew Prince, Posner Committee, and all the administrators for their support and encouragement. To the student, family, and alumni who nominated me, thank you. Knowing that something I do every day may have had a positive and lasting impact on someone's life is the greatest reward a teacher can receive. Over the past month, one question has been hanging over my head. What I'm going to say today in front of you, students, colleagues, friends, and families. So I decided to go with what I love and what I know best. Teaching 3 Chinese characters and sharing my journey through them. Seniors, I know what you're thinking. Is she serious? Another class before we get our diplomas? Yes, we are lifelong learners. Let's do this. I have props. I'm a language teacher. What do you expect? The first character is Ren. It means person or human. I often ask my student what this character looks like. And one answer I love is that it looks like a person walking, taking steps. Whether or not this is the true historical origin, I still love the interpretation because it connects being human with taking steps and moving forward. A lot of times in life, we worry about whether we're on the right path, but I have learned that as long as we keep taking steps, we create our own path. When I was in high school, I thought I would become a STEM student, like 70% of my classmates. But eventually, I realized that was not my path. So I took the risk of switching to the liberal arts track. Later, at Wuhan University,
I signed up for an overseas teaching program without really knowing what it meant to live abroad. Somehow, one step led to another, and eventually my path brought me to Pittsburgh. And 12 years ago, when I interviewed at Shadyside, I certainly did not imagine that a typical teaching day would someday include cooking in the morning, updating Canvas at noon, and driving a school van in the afternoon. Thank you, Natasha, for doing this with me. Every time we take a step into unknown, we may feel excitement, joy, insecurity, anxious, or fear. But all of those emotions are precious because they make us wonderful, authentic, and imperfect human beings. So graduate, keep walking. The second character is Tom. It looks like two people walking together, one following the other. It means to follow or from. As you move through life, you will encounter people who shape and guide you. And one day, you will become that person for someone else. I have been very fortunate in this part of my journey. My family gives me a beautiful name that reminds me of my roots. Xiaoxia refers to rosy clouds of dawn, and my parents hoped I would bring warmth to people around me. My father used to be a driver, and my mom worked as a nurse until retirement. From my parents, I learned the value of hard work, integrity, humility, and staying grounded. I was also fortunate to meet teachers, professors, mentors, and friends who supported me and believed in me long before I fully believed in myself. As you begin your next stage of journey, I hope you carry your family values with you. Keep meaningful relationships you build at Shadyside. Find people who inspire you, guide you, and challenge you to grow. And when the time comes, help guide younger people too. The third character is Zhong. It is formed by stacking three people characters together. It means a group of people or multitude. When people come together and lift one another up, amazing things can happen. I feel incredibly fortunate to be part of the wonderful people sitting to my left, senior school faculty. In Chinese, the word for colleague is 同事, which literally means people who do the same thing. And yes, we gather together to do the same thing, teach. Teaching is not only about helping a student master content, it is also about helping young people feel seen, capable, connected, and confident enough to grow into themselves. I learned this from my mentor and dear friend, Carol Jean McGriffin Morales. She's here today. Sharing an office with Carol Jean in Han Hall for 6 years was probably the best professional development of my life. Honestly, it was like a 6-year immersion program. I got to see how she interacted with students, listened to parents, and supported colleagues simply by sitting in the same office. That actually gives me an idea. I think Carol Jean should be training large language models in her retirement. If AI could think and talk like Carol Jean one day, our future would be much better. Carol Jean is one example of what makes Shadyside special. The people sitting beside me bring different talents, personalities, teaching styles, passions, and energies. Together, we create the kind of place that shapes lives in lasting ways. Parents and families, you and I actually made the same decision. We entrusted our children to this wonderful group of people. The only difference is that your children are graduating today, while my son has not even started junior school yet. So right now, it feels like we are running on the same track, but you are about 12 laps ahead of me. Seeing where your journey has led gives me tremendous gratitude and confidence as a parent. And finally, I want to say something to my husband Larry and my son Lex. Larry, thank you for being the best life partner I could ask for. You have supported my teaching the very first day we met 16 years ago. You somehow remember all my Shadyside story and names, and sometimes I honestly feel like you work at Shadyside too. And Lex, la. Thank you for introducing me to one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Daniel Tiger. I love learning and growing with you every day. I hope you will become someone who stays deeply human in this rapidly changing world, build meaningful relationships, and contribute to something bigger than yourself. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's celebrate the people you have become and the human beings you are still growing into. Thank you.
Mom, thank you for inviting everyone. My section spans from like there to there, so it's pretty impressive. Mr. Mullen and trustees, Mr. Griffith and faculty, family and friends, fellow Bulldogs, good morning. I'm honored to be... You can say good morning, go ahead. Thank you, guys. I'm honored to be here before you all today, delivering the senior speech at our commencement ceremony. Like many of you all today, I spent a lot of time this year thinking about what comes next. But in the process, I found myself thinking about just as much the last 4 years I've spent here. As it happens, a lot of this reflection began with my brother AJ. As a sibling, competition with my younger brother is something I live by. It can be a lot of fun arguing with him over our athletic achievements. Whenever my dad hears me using my high school sports accolades to mess with my brother, he likes to say, "I hope that in 30 years you won't tell people that you were the captain of your high school football team." As an adult, it won't be a good look to flex on people with my accomplishments as a 17-year-old, and I plan to get to work doing some cooler stuff as soon as I get to college. But it got me thinking, what have I done in my time at Shadyside that has mattered? Was any of the hard work I put in worth it? After my first semester grades were finalized and I was admitted into college, there was a period when it felt like nothing I did for the rest of high school was going to matter. After countless hours of hacky sack and Scott Commons, watching music videos on my laptop, I started to think about this more seriously. My grades and classes had gotten me into a school I wanted to attend, but was this the only reason I went to Shadyside? I've forgotten every question on every test I've taken over the last 4 years. I couldn't tell you a single prompt from any essay I wrote in Miss Bame's freshman history class. If that's true, what made us show up every day? What made us get on that packed bus early in the morning and sit through long classes for 4 years? I'll tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't the amazing and rigorous classes that set Shadyside apart from every other school in Pittsburgh and give us a head start in college. It wasn't the beautiful campus with its historic buildings that hold the memories of more than a century of students, or the quad that makes it feel like a college campus. It wasn't the opportunities in Glimcher, the vast alumni network, or even pizza day in the dining hall. For me, what made my experience here worth it was the community. What makes Shadyside Yeah, I need that one. Thanks, You're right. What makes Shadyside special is the people who fill those classrooms, walk across the quad, and spend time in the dining hall, seeing how many pieces of pizza you can eat. Jacob Johnson will always be the champion of that game. Those people are the reason I came to school every day, even when I was failing chemistry because I didn't turn in any homework, or when I wasn't getting as much playing time in football as I thought I should. I remember during my sophomore football season, Coach Lahecta missed a week. If you know him as a teacher or as a coach, you know he's not the type of guy to miss any football during the fall. But the reason was his son's wedding. His son had graduated from Shadyside several years earlier. When Coach told us about the wedding, one detail stood out to him. It wasn't anything about the ceremony itself. It was who was standing beside him at the altar. The groomsmen weren't college roommates, co-workers, or business partners. The men standing next to him on one of the most important days of his life were his high school football teammates. When I first heard that story, I remember thinking about how remarkable it was. After college athletics, different careers, and countless new relationships, the friendships formed at Shadyside had lasted. Those bonds survived long after graduation, long after the final game, and after everyone had gone their separate ways. For me, that story shows what makes Shadyside special, the unique ability to bring people together. When I look around, I realize that we have been building those same relationships for years. For some of us, it started in the junior school, when we got football banned at recess for playing it too much. To all my junior school classmates, thank you for sticking together so well. It's hard to remember a time when we weren't in each other's lives. For others, it started in the country day school. I remember feeling jealous when Sam came and told me about having class in the woods, and the school having its own treehouse. Sam, I know we argue over which lower school was better, but we can agree that you are all an integral part of our community. We wouldn't be who we are without you. Thanks, Johnny. For my middle school classmates, I know you all remember growing closer together, even through COVID, when we would play games over Zoom calls or spending time together at the hotel in Hershey Park. At the same time, as I look around, I realize some of these friendships are only a few months old. I know I've become friends with classmates whose names I didn't even know when we were freshmen. Somehow, they feel just as much a part of my life as those I've known since I was 4 years old. That's what makes Shadyside different. The strength of our community isn't measured by how long people have known each other, but it's measured by how quickly we are welcomed into it. The one thing I regret about high school is not taking fuller advantage of this community. I remember being a 9th grader and looking ahead at what felt like endless possibilities. Looking back now, there are plenty of things I wish that I did, but I didn't, because I was worried what other people would think. I wish I would have gotten more involved in music. I wish I would have joined the lacrosse team as a freshman. I wish I had raised my hand more in class or talked to that stranger in the lunch line. These are all things that I never did because I was worried about how I would be perceived. What I didn't understand at the time was that this is exactly the place where you don't have to worry about that. So as we leave Shadyside and go our separate ways, I hope we take a part of this community with us. In a few months, we'll be surrounded by new people. I hope we welcome them into our lives the same way Shadyside welcomed us into its halls. I hope we take chances, make new friends, and continue building the kinds of relationships that make this place special. But I also hope we don't forget the people sitting beside us today. If Coach Lahecta's story taught me anything, it's that some of the friendships that we make here can last a lifetime. So stay in touch, Show up for reunions, weddings, and the most important moments in each other's lives. Years from now, I don't think we'll remember many test questions or essay prompts. We'll remember the people, and if we can welcome new people into our lives while staying close to the friends we made here, we'll always carry a piece of success. Thank you.
Assembled guests, graduates, soon-to-be graduates, good morning. Not bad, but let's try that one more time. Good morning. Rory, thank you as always. Students, before I jump into too much, I want to take a minute and ask you all to please give a big round of applause for your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, cousins, whomever has poured into you, be they here or not. Please take a minute to give them a round of applause to recognize that. I know you love those folks that you just applauded for. And while I know that you are smart and intelligent young people, I also wonder if you can imagine or know just how much they love you. That's not because of your intellect. I think it's just something that you come to know with age. These folks care about you deeply. As we talked about the other day, while today is fundamentally about you and all that you have accomplished, you would not be here without them. And you also need to pay honor and respect to that. I'm confident that you will. I want to take a moment this morning to thank you. You all have led responsibly so well this year in ways that I don't know that I'll ever be able to fully repay you for. To lead, to model for others, to serve, to be humble, to learn and grow so you can give agency to others to admit mistakes they have made and learn and grow in similar kinds of ways is damn hard. Period, end of sentence. To do that in times of change is even more difficult, and you've done that across the years that you've been here at Shadyside. I know you weren't seniors during COVID, but by golly, I'm confident it took every single one of you and all of your classmates and teachers to get through what was truly a generationally difficult moment in time. You helped to break in a new division. Not easy, especially in your senior year when you're looking for stability. You all took on that challenge in ways that I personally will never be able to thank you for. You helped to inaugurate a bell-to-bell phone ban, which I am confident was not your favorite thing to do, and you did it nonetheless in ways that we are all appreciative of. And I will never forget the smiles on middle schoolers' faces as you welcomed them into the Rockwell Middle School in January of the school year. Those moments of leadership are so special in the life of a community, right? Doesn't mean that there weren't challenges on the way to them. It was interesting, Ms. Strophlis and Mr. Green, the number of bent pins they found in yonder pouches and what that may or may not signify about the use thereof. And in the end, at all the crucial moments where we needed you, you were there and you served us well. Now, this is not to say that you all were wallflowers. You advocated for what you needed and for what this school needed to be better. We had any number of conversations. You sent me emails. We had impromptu conversations in the hallways, on the quad, at athletic events that lasted for quite a long time, where you all vigorously advocated for what you thought was best. And even in those moments, in moments when maybe I or others were not serving you as well as we could have, you understood that we were all human. You recognize that people are always doing their best, even when their best may not be exactly what you want. You knew that disagreement does not make somebody your enemy or on the opposite side of the table of you. And you sat in conversation and tried to make things work. That is just so impressive and evidences a level of maturity that I hope you all recognize. So, as Nico said, you're going to go forth after today, and you're going to encounter any number of new things with the express purpose and goal of changing, of growing, of evolving, of becoming a new and better version of yourself as you identify. Here's the thing I would ask, though. Don't lose your leadership. Don't lose your ability to recognize the humanity in others. Spread that. Invest it in the folks around you. Let it be your light and let it shine. The world desperately needs more of that. And as you're taking on those challenges, as you're meeting new people, as you're going and exploring all that there is around you, know that not all who wander are lost. You will always have a home here at Shady Side. We will always welcome you back with open arms. Class of 2026, I thank you sincerely, and I hope you have just the best of days. Congratulations.
I want to recognize our student ushers who are distributing water bottles. If you're starting to feel the sun beat down a little bit, reach out. They have H2O, full service. Thank you, ushers, for being here today and doing that important work. It is now my privilege to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Dr. Allison Fregale, class of '93. My classmate at Shadyside, Allison was determined to get absolutely every ounce out of her experience. Whip smart, she generally beat the stuffing out of the full range of the Academy's curriculum. Not only that, she was one of the fun social centers of our class, always rallying the troops for whatever came next. She was someone who combined excellence with warmth and ambition with genuine care for the people around her. After graduating from Shadyside, Allison attended Dartmouth College, where she earned a degree in mathematics and economics and was elected Phi Beta Kappa. She then began her career at McKinsey & Company before earning a PhD in organizational psychology from Stanford University. Today, she is an award-winning professor at the University of North Carolina's Keenan Flagler Business School and one of the nation's leading voices on leadership, negotiation, and workplace dynamics. Her research has helped organizations ranging from Fortune 500 companies to the United States Navy better understand how trust and influence are built. Some of you may know Allison as the author of the national best-selling book, Likeable Badass. Grounded in behavioral science but filled with practical wisdom, the book explores a question that feels particularly relevant to a graduating class. How can we both be highly capable and highly human? How can we earn respect without sacrificing authenticity? How can we pursue success while bringing others along with us? Her insights have been featured in publications including the Wall Street Journal, the Boston Globe, the Washington Post. She has recently appeared on popular podcasts such as Hidden Brain and Adam Grant's Work Life. Her interests, as described on her own website, are eclectic and oh so fun. Cheap coffee, not so cheap wine, fabulous shoes, home organizing, sushi, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Peloton workouts, Hallmark movies, and the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Allison has remained an engaged and supportive alum, showing up for Shadyside's administration during summer retreats, hosting alumni events at her home in Chicago. Recently, Allison also served as our Cum Laude Society speaker. As her talk in the Hillman concluded, I was bombarded by faculty. Bart, invite her to speak at commencement now. Mission accomplished. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Allison Fregale.
So as someone who speaks for a living, I was surprisingly nervous about giving this speech. And when President Griffith called to invite me, I told him I was intimidated by the list of past speakers, which is a who's who of famous names, including some of my own classmates. But President Griffith is not just our esteemed leader. To me, he is Bart, a classmate I have known since 1989. So he responded with a frankness that I think is reserved for people you have only known more than 30 years. He said, "Allison, do you remember who spoke at our graduation?" I said, "No idea." He said, "Exactly. Just come do the thing. You will be fine." So I stand here before you feeling very grateful, but also at ease, because I know whether this speech is epic or it is mid, you probably will not remember me next year. And you certainly will not remember me 33 years from now. Now, the funny thing is, I already knew this. I have spent most of my life as a psychologist. And one of the biggest psychological truths is people are not paying as much attention to you as you think they are. This has a name. It is called the spotlight effect. The false belief that the world revolves around us and that we are the center of everyone's attention. Now, one of my favorite studies to show this asked college students of my generation to walk into a classroom of their peers wearing an embarrassing t-shirt. And the t-shirt at that time was a t-shirt with a large photo of Barry Manilow on it. Now, see, only the adults are laughing. Because I suspected that reference wouldn't translate. So I asked my 2 teenage sons to give me a more current example. And their first response was, "Who's Barry Manilow?" And I said, "He's the guy who sings Copacabana." And they're like, "Oh, I love Copacabana. He's the GOAT." I said, "Exactly." Anyway, the best substitute they could even come up with wasn't a musician. It was a shirt with Bluey on it, which I'm not sure is really the same thing. But anyway, the entire point of this study was to see how many people would remember what the student was wearing. Now, of course, the students wearing the t-shirt thought the majority of people in the room would notice. How could you not? But in reality, most people didn't. Only about 25% of the people in that room could even remark on what that person was wearing. So those wearing the t-shirt felt like they were under a spotlight. But they weren't. And neither am I, and neither are you. Most people aren't paying attention to you. They are too busy paying attention to themselves. Now, that might seem like a downer message for a graduation speech, the one day that actually is all about you. But I tell you this not to take the fun out of today, but to help you live all of your other days more fully. There are a lot of lessons we can take from the spotlight effect, and today I'm going to share 2. The first is take more risks. You have been told that all along, but the spotlight effect shows why that's really true. One of the biggest things that holds us back is the fear of looking foolish. Maybe it's asking a question in class, maybe it's trying out for an activity or a sport if you're not sure you'll be good at it. Maybe it's agreeing to be the commencement speaker in 2059. Okay? We concoct these elaborate stories about how everyone will notice every failure, every stumble, every embarrassment. And these stories live rent-free in our heads, and they can cause us to become spectators in our own lives rather than players on the field. It's a lie. Nobody is sitting around ready to catch you in the act of failing. They probably won't even notice. And if they do notice, they will not remember. People always ask me, how long did it take you to write your book? And my answer is always 2 years. About a year to write it, and another year staring at the computer screen, worrying no one would like it. And when I look back on my life, I think, what a waste of a year of my life. So, raise your hand, ask the question, try something new, give the speech. The second lesson is while most people aren't paying attention to you, you also aren't paying attention to most people. Only a small percentage of the people you encounter will make an impact on you, but you get to choose who they are. So choose wisely. A lot of people are not worth your attention. Now, all of us here today are fortunate because the Shadyside community is full of people who are worth the spotlight. And that is what I want to leave you with, that you have already met some of the best people you will know in your life, and you have met them here. This includes your teachers and your coaches. So much of who I am today was shaped by the people I paid attention to on this campus. And for me, one of those people was Coach Gorse. And I heard she's retiring this year, and I heard that directly from her, so I assume it's true. So I am glad I got to this stage just in time to say thank you. When I arrived at Shadyside as a 9th grader, I decided to join the field hockey team. I had never played before, and I was not a very fit or athletic person at that age, but I figured, how hard could it be? Then preseason started, and Coach Gorse said, "Let's run, ladies," and she took off. It never occurred to me that an old person, she was probably 26, could outrun a teenager, but she smoked us. In fact, my legs hurt so badly afterward that I did not shower for 3 days because I couldn't physically lift them high enough to step over the edge of the bathtub. But I stuck with it, and the next summer when the preseason training packet came in the mail, there was no email back then, right? So you got a paper printout of your summer workouts. I did every single workout on the list. I chose to give Coach my attention, and I got a lot better. Never as fit as her, but I got better. Since then, I have run marathons, I did a 600-mile bike ride. A few weeks ago, I hiked the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu to celebrate my 50th birthday. I became an athlete. All of that started right here on these fields because I paid attention. So Coach Gorse, I see you back there. On behalf of all the athletes you have built over 38 years, thank you. If your retirement travels bring you to Chicago, please come. If you promise to take it easy on me, I will meet you for a row. Now, as important as your teachers and your coaches are your friends. During the pandemic, the mother of one of my closest friends from Shadyside died. I desperately wanted to be there for her, but I was nervous about flying to Pittsburgh to attend the funeral for fear I would bring COVID back to my entire family. My husband said to me, "Allison, there are more important things in life than not getting COVID. You should go." And so I did. We all stood outside the cemetery for the service, 6 feet apart. And when I looked back over my shoulder, I saw 2 other classmates standing at the periphery. I don't think I had seen them since my own graduation. Later, I asked my friend if she had invited them. She said she hadn't. She didn't want anyone to feel obligated to attend, given the health risks, and she wasn't even sure how they found out about it. That's what makes Shadyside great. We show up without being asked. Even decades later, we pay attention to each other. To end with a lighter example, when all of my Shadyside friends found out I was giving this speech, they all offered to fly in for it, to support me. In contrast, my son, who traveled with me this weekend, and my father, who lives a mile down the road, did not come today. They told me they had a morning tea time and they couldn't make it. So, as you move forward, excited to meet new friends in the fall, remember to shine a spotlight on the lifelong friends you have already made here. Now, there aren't too many days in life that are all about you. This is one of them. You worked very hard to get to this moment. So enjoy every second of being the center of attention for the rest of the day. But when you wake up tomorrow, it is back to business as usual. So I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to think, if people aren't paying attention to Barry Manilow, they are not paying attention to me. And I want that truth to free you to take more risks and to focus on the people who really matter. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may now begin to forget.
It is my privilege to announce the names of the graduates of the Shadyside Academy class of 2026. Chad Roland Barber, Jr. John G. Ludden. Clark Elizabeth Wickland. Kyle Nathan Delisma. Riley Dara Bendel. Tatum John Adams.
Do you want to take my card?
Avani Radhika Agrawal.
I'm watching and I can get out of my formal wear. It's going to be
Amina Jewel Anthony. Mark Andrew Benz. Morgan Udvari Bender. Paul Lewis Bennett. Campbell William Brown. Bo Thomas Brush. Nora Josephine Bryan. Mia Bugaria.
I know.
Saul Bunamovich. Marcus Berkeley, Jr. Ethan Jia Chen. C.E. Cecilia Chen. Tony Chen. Kabir Kapoor Chopra. Mateo Anthony Colello. Aurora Elizabeth Kunkelman. Luke Donovan David. Samuel Ian David Heiser. Madison Jane Davies. Sumraj William Delfiat. Alexander Nicholas Demchak. Trey Michael Donovan. Alexander Sebastian Ju Enlow. Brian Matthew Furman. Evan Vincent Fullars. Monik Pandit Gerhardy. Brady Griffin. Nicholas Marcelo Grimkowski. Yassine Hamda. Nicholas Joseph Harden. Joseph Nevi Hostany V. Wochiam Ho. Benjamin Huang. Tianhao Peter Huang. Yuan Huang. Jacob Tyler Huff. Ava Mary Izaski. Jacob Lehman Johnson. Jasmine Nicole Johnson. Caden Kafori. Faris Kamal. Samuel John Kamen. Molly Evelyn Kaplan. Manea J. Kelly. Rohan Singh Kara. Killian Thomas Kassane. Joseph Krober. Sarah Elizabeth Kushner. Rosemary Elia Kutz-Flammenbaum. Samantha Jean Larkin. Kaya Lanani Levy. Zitlin Lee. Alex Galfred Mai. Mateo Mais Villarreal. Cameron Mallory. Catherine Kilmer Maxwell. Nico McBride. Ty Thompson McCaskey. Joshua McCormick. Samuel Andrew Mitri. Regan Maynard Mulderig. Abigail Glenn Mullen. Arya Milani Nahata. Benjamin Kyle Nicholson. William Michael Nuri. Lawrence Park. Simon Christopher Passarello Carnevale. Vivon Neil Podar. John Ondrick Poggi. Virginia Alera Powers. Ava Nalini Raghawansi. Lillian Grace Ratliff. Maria Krista Ravati. Cole Harrison Reed. Quinn Anderson Rishore. Ashley Rothenberg. Annika Victoria Sondholm. Cassandra Ryan Sauer. Rebecca Jo Shriver. Lily Grace Shanefelter. Taylor Reese Shanefelter. Rodden Shirazian. Perkin Ryan Showalter. Dia Shrishrimal. Jacqueline Marie Sullivan. Kiran Dinesh Tivar. Karis Nicole Thomas. Liliana Rose Toma. Ella Camille Van Norman. Sophia Grace Versick. David Wong. Oliver Hautian Wong. Thomas Ji Chen Wong. Andrew Brady Williams. Evan Xiong. Tristan Xiao. Nita Yashore. Yuhan Ju.
Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. I confer upon these graduates all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of an alumnus of Shadyside Academy. As you leave Shadyside, we beseech you to move with intention as you think expansively in your forthcoming scholarly pursuits, to act ethically when faced with complex circumstances, and to lead responsibly in all of your future endeavors. And now, I am pleased to present to you the Shadyside Academy Class of 2026! Would you all stay standing for the singing of the alma mater?
Remain in your seats as the faculty and graduates recess. After the recessional, the class of 2026 invites you to join them at a reception at the Farrell Stadium entrance plaza. Thank you for being with us on this wonderful occasion. Mr. Hughes?